You know, I had a feeling that I should go see if our spring crocuses were still in bloom. So that's what I did, and they weren't, but it was just a nice little moment to hear all those birds chirping and just see the sunlight kind of lying down on the grass. I thought it was really beautiful. And that kind of leads me into the topic of today's video and how I've kind of been entering my feminine energy era. And you might be thinking, Brianna, what are you talking about? You're a girl. Like, last I checked, you use she, her pronouns. And I do, yeah. But I feel like I operate quite frequently in a masculine energy because I am always like, go, 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 work on this so that you can get there eventually. But I get so burnt out. And recently I've just been so called to kind of just relax and do things as I feel fit and just allow myself to receive. I've been drawn to be in a receptive energy. And maybe it's because it's springtime, but I have no idea. And I just want to kind of talk about like what it means to be in your feminine energy, even if you identify as a male or a female, it's just energies here. And like what the benefits could be for you. And kind of the difference between operating in a masculine versus a feminine energy. So let's talk about that. Anyways, yeah, so there's always a balance in the universe. We've got our masculine energy and our feminine energy. And the masculine energy is kind of this like sun, like kind of can be a go-getter, like provider energy who is kind of like, you know, let's do this, let's do that. And it's very like punctual, you could say, and can kind of be a go-getter energy. Like you're taking action towards your goals, right? And the feminine energy is kind of in the sort of on the receptive side where it's nurturing, it's peaceful, it's fertile. It's all about kind of like creating your space and just being at home within yourself, and heavy on like the receptive side of things, the relaxed side of things, following your intuition and doing what feels right for you. And that's kind of the energy I've been called to be in because I've been in this go-getter energy for so long. And I feel like I've seen success, but at what cost? Because it's really caused me to be burnt out. And it's just making me think like, I haven't been balanced and I need that balance. I want this peaceful energy. And it feels, I feel a little guilty, I think, when I take this time back because maybe I have this goal to post at least 5 times on TikTok every single day and post on like an Instagram feed post all the time. But it wasn't feeling true to me and it didn't feel good. It felt like a chore. And I thought like, that can't be right. That can't be right. So now I'm just kind of in the energy of like posting what feels true to me, even if it's not really in my niche, and like just posting what feels true to me. And so far I've had splendid results. I've grown so much already just by doing that. And that feels good to me. And while like numbers are important and everything, I'm getting those numbers, the numbers are going up and they're going up faster because I'm feeling good about what I'm posting, you know? And it's not necessarily in the niche that I wanted it to be in, that I had like this idea of that maybe like people expect from me, but I'm posting what makes me feel good. And I like that, you know? So I guess the benefits of being in your feminine energy is being able to find that peace within yourself, being able to accept and be comfortable with what you want to do and doing things that you want to do, nurturing yourself, nurturing your energy, figuring out like genuinely what do you want to do, right? So going at, for example, with the social media thing, for example, like I'm always trying to post like fashion content and more of that, and like more manifestation content on TikTok. And I really want to push that out, especially the manifestation content or fit checks, because maybe I feel like I haven't done enough of that. And that's the niche I've chosen for myself. But it wasn't feeling like that in the moment. I didn't feel like I wanted to do that on my TikTok that day, or I just wasn't feeling it. And I felt like I need to post that because that's what I need to do. And that's what my niche is. And that's what people are expecting of me. So I have to post 5 different ones every day. And that's kind of like that sort of, you need sort of like post 5 times a day, fashion, manifestation, lifestyle content, blah, 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 push, push, push. That's kind of like a masculine energy where you're in like that workaholic, like just popping out, like you are being productive all the time, right? And you're in this go-getter energy. That's masculine energy. But the approach I took of it is still like this, I'm still working on my career and I'm still producing content. And I still produced 5 of them. I didn't expect that at all. But I did what felt right to me in the moment. Yesterday, I just saw this thing about color analysis. And I was like, okay, let's do these filters. And I just felt like figuring out what maybe my color season was and asking people on my TikTok for help. And it felt natural to me. And I made a few of those. And then I also, later in the day, I felt really called to just talk more and more about the Kate Middleton drama. If you don't know, she's kind of like nobody's seeing her. And I'm on that side of TikTok and I'm just so passionate about that. Like royal family is my special interest. So I started talking about that and just having fun with it because it felt fun to me. And honestly, when I went into that day, I was like, you know what? I was out late the night before. If I don't get 5 TikToks out today, I think I'm going to be okay. I just need a moment to kind of chill. But, I just did what felt right. And I ended up posting, I think, 6 TikToks that day. And you know what? Every single one of them felt good to me. And I gained like 8 followers that day, and yesterday. And it felt good. And I know sometimes I don't even get that in a month. But, it felt so good and it felt so right and natural to me. And I was like, whatever. I'm just posting what I really want to talk about. And I felt good doing it, and that's kind of the differences in energies, Sometimes you might be really drawn to producing content like that, this, and that. And I was for quite a while, like that felt good to me. But then it wasn't. And I just needed this time. And I think now is like my moment where I need to focus on tapping back into my feminine energy, this receptive energy, this chill, relaxed, nurturing energy, because that's what I feel like doing, and it feels good. And, like it feels good, but it feels a little uncomfortable to me, to be honest, because I've been in this masculine, like go-getter, workaholic energy. I've been in this place where it's like, even now, like I feel guilty if I'm not being productive. Like I need to do all these things on my list, blah, 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 blah. But it's painful kind of to do that because it's like, it's not necessarily laziness. It's just like, it doesn't feel aligned to me. And I feel like, we have one life. We have one life on this earth, and I don't want to spend it doing things that are just annoying. And, if it's not something I have to do, and it's just like, why am I making myself do this? If I don't have to do it, why should I? Right? I should instead do something fun, something that feels right to me. And I have the privilege of being able to do so. So, why not? Right? And I don't know, this sort of like, I'm just all about like living my life. I don't know why I reminded myself of like a Kardashian quote or anything like that. But I don't know. I feel called to this. And that's kind of where like feminine energy is at, like doing things that feel right and what you feel called to do. And that happens when you're in both the masculine and the feminine energy. But for me, it's just like this huge shift. I feel like doing things from an inward perspective instead of an outward perspective. And yeah, I just think it's really interesting. I also, just to note, this could be correlated to that. I don't know, I just want to yap about this, I guess. But I don't know why I'm having like a people pleasing moment that I'm thinking like maybe you don't care, but I want to talk about this and it's my channel. So if you don't know, there's going to be a total solar eclipse in the sign of Aries in April. And if you don't know this about me, I am an Aries moon. So like the moon is correspondent with feminine energy. And like a solar eclipse is like a huge thing. It's like a combination of like sun and moon energy, you know? So I don't know, maybe that has to do with something about this. I don't know. But yeah, I'll look into that actually. That could be interesting to do today. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. But you know, it's like, I think it's important to listen to what your body is saying, listen to what your heart and your soul and your mind is saying. If you're feeling drawn to do things differently than you have, then do it. Like if you've been operating in this masculine energy and you're just feeling like you need to just calm down and you're feeling burnt out and you just want to like kind of want to relax. If you're a man, a woman, if you are non-binary, no matter the gender you identify with, if you feel like you need to shift into your feminine energy because you've been in your masculine for so long and you just want to have that moment, then by all means, do it if that's what you're feeling drawn to do. It's been so good for me already. And if you've been in your feminine energy for so long and you feel drawn to be like this girl boss, this workaholic, this entrepreneur energy, and you feel drawn to be in this masculine energy, then by all means, listen to what your body, your heart and soul is telling you and do it, because you know what's good for you and you know when something needs to change. And I think it's just so important to listen to that, right? Yeah. Anyways, I hope this video was enlightening to you. It was definitely enlightening to me to kind of just talk about this. If you want to book a one-on-one manifestation coaching session with me, you can with the link in my description box. Or if you want to manifest money, I do have a little affirmation guide for doing so and the link in the description box. It's only $2, so you should grab it now while it lasts. And yeah, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.